kilometers. The Budweiser 400, the final race at Riverside International for the Winston Cup cars, and the green flag is out. The field moves through turn number 1. A short chute now moving to turn number 2. And now they begin to go through the famous S's here at Riverside International. It's kind of an uphill struggle through the S's as they negotiate the track from left to right, back to left, back to right, and then come uphill to corner number 6.
Bob, is very narrow up through there, and you saw how quickly they got themselves in single file as they came through the S's.
Now across a short chute, connecting turn number 6 to actually turn number 8 because they missed turn number 7. The course is shortened for the Winston Cup cars, and so there is no real turn number 7. Through turn number 8 now and down the very long backstretch. Of course, the fastest part of this racetrack. That's Ricky Rudd that's showing the way. Rusty Wallace running in second position. And then Neil Bonnet is third as they come down the backstretch and set their cars up for corner number 9, which is a big sweeping turn. And Ricky Rudd setting the car into turn number 9 right now. And the first lap is about to be completed in the race as Ricky Rudd will be showing the way off of corner number 9 and onto the main straightaway. Neil Bonnet is running third. Running in fourth position is Dale Earnhardt. In fifth spot is Terry Labonte. Sixth is Kyle Petty. Seventh, Bill Elliott. Eighth is Darrell Waltrip. Ninth is Dave Marcus. And 10th is Sterling Marlin as we go inside the Rick Hendrick car.
You can see that he's holding his position very well as they head into the S's. He's doing a great job here in the early going.
Well, Rick almost won a support race that was held here yesterday at the racetrack, as we already have a penalty assessed to the 04 car driven by Herschel McGriff. He was apparently brought into the pits as a result of a black flag for jumping the start. So the old veteran Herschel McGriff has got some making up to do.
And he was the grand marshal for this race, a very fitting honor for a fellow who has won more races here at Riverside than any other driver. Too bad that he's got so much time to make up now.
Now we go back and check on the those running up front. That's Ricky Rudd still showing the way. Rusty Wallace second. And then Neil Bonnet, who himself is still feeling some of the effects from a crash at Charlotte last month, but has qualified well for this race and runs in third spot. Earnhardt right behind him. Then comes Labonte. That's Kyle Petty, Bill Elliott, and the others trailing behind.
Andy Houston and third place Scott Riggs stayed out. The last time they pitted was lap 170. We're on lap 207 right now, and the other 5 trucks on the lead lap came in and took fresh tires, and we're on board with Scott Riggs. Amy, let's get an update on the 86.
Just touched base with his crew chief Charlie Long, and I said, why would you have not stopped with everybody else? He said, Amy, we're rolling the dice. We're going for it. We feel as though if there is another caution, and man, we sure need one, we want to stay out there as long as possible on these rights and have the freshest for the run at the end.
Well, but you see the 43, Steve Grissom, he is tucked under the 86, taking the position away.
Marty, he knows that he's going to be no match for these guys with new tires.
And Riggs just brushed the wall. He just rubbed the wall coming out of turn number 2. And here comes Joe Ruttman. That will be for position as well.
He knows he's going to give up these positions because he just cannot compete with these fresh tires. But as he said, they're going to roll the dice. If they get a caution in the next 10 or 20 laps, then he'll have the freshest tires on the racetrack.
On board with Mike Wallace in 11th place, 1 lap down. That is Dennis Setzer going by. Setzer in 6th right now, trying to track down Riggs and Ruttman. And he's got lap traffic in front of him there. That's the 48 of Coy Gibbs, JD's brother. Let's go back and show you what happened to the 86 right there, and it looked like he rubbed again.
Looked like he hit it again. He's on the outside here. He does not have the grip that he needs. Gets just too high coming off the corner and brushes the wall.
So the RC Cola Dodge trying to hang on for whatever he can, hoping that another caution comes out, but if he isn't careful, he'll be the caution. Look at the battle between the 43 of Steve Grissom and the 60 of Andy Houston. Now remember, Grissom has fresh tires, but look, there's a tire rub.
He's made contact with somebody. He's got a tire rub.
Be patient with it, buddy. He's got the right front knocked in on his tire there. Rubbing pretty bad.
So Grissom takes the position from Andy Houston, but he has got problems.
Not only is the tire rubbing, but he's got part of the fender rubbing on the racetrack in the turns.
I'd like to try and figure out where and when did that happen. That's just in the last few laps.
Yeah, it had to be after the restart sometime.
Oh, but be smooth now.
30.
He'll take care of himself. We got 35 to go.
Well, you just heard how many laps we have remaining here. He is still motoring around, but boy, this it presents a precarious call for Fred Wanke, the crew chief, and the spotter. Look at the sparks. Dave, what's going on with the Dodge Petty?
Well, I checked with Travis Owens in Steve Grissom's pit, and they thought it was the 60 smoking, so apparently it was contact with the 60. But as you guys pointed out, the 43 does appear to be smoking.
Here are the Waltrips. The brothers Waltrip with Michael to the inside and Darrell to the outside. And John Curtin has an update on Darrell Waltrip. John.
Well, you've seen Darrell drop back and lose some ground. He's gotten all the way up into the 9th position. But Jeff Hammond just told me that he doesn't like this set of tires and that last adjustment that they made, a slight adjustment on the track bar. The car is still loose on this set of tires, so they would like to get a caution. And now he's getting passed by Ricky Rudd out there on the racetrack. They'd like to see a caution, bring him back in, put 4 new tires on it, and make another adjustment to try and tighten the car up.
That puts it back to 19th position. John Andretti is 2 laps down, not on the same lap as Darrell Waltrip, but just as fast as he went forward, he's going back.
And Ricky Craven trying to take over the 10th spot from Derek Coates. He does it.
Joe Nemechek, see where his day has gone from 8th back to 27th. Lap 151. Within shouting distance of halfway as Ricky Rudd picks his way through traffic, as Buddy told you. Still running in the top 15.
And you can see Rick Mast in the 41 car. They're unable to keep that car down. All these cars just went right on by.
Kenny Irwin right there in the Bell South machine. Compare his numbers to what you saw from Joe Nemechek moments ago. Was binding the car up on the low side of the racetrack there. Kenny's in 28th spot.
About 8,200's all he's turning down the straightaway with that particular car. That paint job right there, I'm trying to get used to it, that Kenny Irwin has on that car. Last year it was red, white, and blue, more or less. That green, I'm got to get used to that.
Matt Kenseth made a pit stop moments ago. You see him in the number 17 car working off the low side of the racetrack. Just back on the speedway after making a stop. But there's the man who doesn't want to stop. Just taking it to the front. Lap 153, Warren Burton, the leader. Race number 2 of the year.
Wheel this truck later this year. Here we go. Ready to go green, guys.
Kyle Larson on the inside. A great restart for Kyle Larson. Logano on the outside. How about Johnny Sauter? Can he pull up and mess with Logano long enough to let Larson get away? Kyle Larson now has a 2-truck length lead as they go down the backstretch. Trying to stretch it out. Joey Logano now has cleared the 98.
Clear.
He is in second. We need to stay green till they get to the white flag. Coming out of turn number 4. Out in front, Kyle Larson sees the white flag. One more time around the rock. But here comes Logano. He's at the bottom of the racetrack. Kyle Larson goes up high. The gap is closed as they come out of 2. We've seen a lot of passes at Rockingham through the years off of turn number 4.
There's so many different lines down here. Joey's going to go high. Kyle low. What line will work? Can Joey Logano get the run off 4?
Coming out of turn number 4, the momentum with the 19. He moves to the inside. Kyle Larson's going to win at Rockingham.
86.
He's been very impressive here today. He's run up in the top 10 most of the race, and it's been very fast, especially on new tires.
And then there's Randy Renfro. He has picked up the 10th position, the number 41. And they are, as he asked us to point out, saying, hey, we got plenty of space on this side panel for a major sponsor, and we're starting to get the results. And look at Sprague. Sprague with those fresh tires, he is a lap down, and he is going to be on the prowl to get that lap back.
Yeah, if you think he's going to quit and sit back there and follow him, you're wrong. He's going to try to get back up there somewhere and get back on that lead lap some way or another.
Let's get an update on the 41, Dave Burns.
Big kudos to Randy Renfro. Today he's got problems health-wise. Talked to him at the driver's meeting an hour and a half before the green flag, and he was not feeling well at all. So kudos to him to get out there and drive the thing as hard as he has today.
Well, he is duking it out with Brian Refner for position right now, and he is going to take the position. So he's going to bump the number 3 back. And look at this teammate battle for 5th. Busch going underneath of Greg Biffle, and he takes the spot.
Well, they had hoped that he'd be making some moves like this after they put those tires on. Obviously, he's running very well and very quick on the racetrack right now.
He has fresher rights. Remember, they did the opposite strategy than everybody else. So he's got fresher right side tires than all the other front runners. Now, will it pay off at the end of the race? Well, that's what we run it for.
Well, he's going to, you know, he's got to move up while he's got these fresh right side tires. But at the same time, he can't abuse those right side tires and use them up